Welcome to my series, Psych Review. Today we're going to be reviewing our cognitive development, specifically Piaget, and we're going to be looking at just one concept. So right above me, you're going to see that I've put the stages of Piaget's cognitive development. The thing that I want to work on with all of you is the one concept that can make a really big difference in helping you identify what stage of development a child is in. In the last three stages, which is pre-operational, concrete operational, and formal operational, we're going to be looking at the concept of conservation. And no, I don't mean reduce, reuse, and recycle. Conservation is the knowledge that quantitative properties of items, of objects like mass, volume, length, and number all remain the same despite changes in their appearance. There are tests for conservation to see where a child is on the cognitive development scale. I may or may not have used my own child to show you a demonstration of these tests of conservation.
No.
You're 9?
Uh-huh.
And what grade are you?
3rd.
Okay. All right. So I want you to do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to pour some water in these cups, and you're going to tell me when they're even. Okay? Is it even? Tell me when.
This one has more than this one, so keep pouring in that one. Okay, there.
Okay. So you would say that they're even now, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, what would you say if I did this?
This one has more.
Why?
Because it's a taller cup and it's more filled than this one.
It has more?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So if I were to do this, now what? Are they even again?
Uh-huh.
Did I change the water? Did I add more?
No.
All right, let's try it one more time.
This one has the same still because this one's a little bit more higher than this cup.
So this one still has more water?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So now, let's figure out. There is the same amount in this cup, right? You were saying there was more here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's watch this cup, and I'm going to pour it in there. Did I add water?
No.
So why does it look like there's more water in here? Can you guess?
Maybe because it's a taller cup.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
But
so
it is the same amount.
it is the same amount, right?
But it's a taller cup.
So it looks like there's more.
Uh-huh.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's try something else. Hold on.
Shall I move these?
Yes, let's move them. All right, let's move it over here. Okay. We have 2 pieces of spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
Are they the same? Here, let me move it off.
Okay, yeah.
There we go.
Oh, it's kind of.
Are these the same length?
Yes.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
How about now?
This one's longer.
That one's longer?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Because you moved it up.
So it makes it longer?
Uh-huh.
Okay. How about which one has more spaghetti? This one or this one?
This one.
Why is it more spaghetti?
Because you broke it in 2 parts and that equals more. This one's only 1.
Oh, so
And this
because
is
there's
2.
2, it's more?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, last one, Miss Lexi.
Okay.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
10 pennies. Which row would you want? The 4 quarters or the 10 pennies?
You would want these because it would be easier to carry around. And also it equals $1.
Oh, and how many pennies would, if you have 10 pennies, how many do you have there?
$1 as well.
Do you have $1 of 10 pennies? Do you remember how much a penny's worth? One?
Mm-hmm. But a quarter equals 25.
Okay.
So quarters are more.
Quarters are worth more?
Uh-huh.
Very good.
Now here's my same child 18 months later, now in 4th grade and 10 years old.
Hi, Lexi.
Hi.
How old are you?
9.
You're 9?
Uh-huh.
And what grade are you? Okay. All right. So I want you to do me a favor.
Okay.
I'm going to pour some water in these cups, and you're going to tell me when they're even. Okay? Is it even? Tell me when.
This one has more than this one, so keep pouring in that one.
That is, to me, that's still uneven because the camera.
It's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
So you would say that they're even now, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, what would you say if I did this?
This one has more.
No, it's still the same amount.
Because it's a taller cup.
Does it change?
It
Still the same
It has
amount of water.
Okay. So if I were to do this,
Use your brain. It's the same amount of water.
did I change the water? Did I add more?
No.
No.
All right, let's try it one more time.
This one has the same still because this one's a little bit more higher than this cup.
So this one still has more water?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's the same amount of
So
water.
now, let's figure out. There is the same amount in this cup, right? You were saying there was more here.
Uh-huh.
All right. So let's watch this cup, and I'm going to pour it in there. Did I add water?
No.
So why does it look like there's more water in here? Can you guess?
Maybe because it's a taller cup.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
But
So
it is the same amount.
it is the same amount. Pieces of spaghetti. Are they the same? Here, let me move it off.
Okay.
There we go.
So it's kind of.
Are these the same length?
Yes, don't look at it. You
Yes.
already know. It's
Yes.
the same length.
How about now?
Yes.
This one's longer.
That one's longer.
You just moved my mom. It was here, right? And then it just
That
went.
makes it longer.
And then, oh my god, it's so much longer.
How about
It's the same. Still, just broke it.
which one has more spaghetti?
They both have the
This
same
one or this one?
This one.
Why is it more spaghetti?
Because you broke it in.
It's still the same amount of spaghetti.
This one's
Just different pieces.
Oh, so because there's two, it's more? Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, last one, Miss Lexi.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. And then we have 1, 2,
I'm ready for the
3,
stupid things I'm gonna say.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10
We're recording.
pennies.
10 pennies. Okay. You take the
Which one?
quarters. Take the
Which
quarters.
row would you want?
Take the quarters.
4 quarters or the 10 pennies?
You would want these because it would be easier to carry.
It doesn't matter.
And also it equals $1.
Yes.
Oh, and how many pennies would it, if you have 10 pennies, how many do you have there?
$1.
No, 10
Do you?
cents.
$1 of 10 pennies?
It'd be 100 pennies if
Do you
it was
remember how much a
$1.
penny's worth? One.
But a quarter equals 25.
Okay.
So quarters are more.
I'm basically wrong because I thought that 10 cents was $1.
You're right. So you learned a lot.
And that was the unit I was in about money, and I should know about that.
But you've learned a lot. That was a year ago.
There are some critiques on Piaget's theory of cognitive development, not so much on the sequence, but very much on the type of cognitive development. How quickly or how slowly someone may develop cognitively. Some never even reach the formal operational stage. Now, you may be wondering, how is my knowledge of conservation able to help me identify what stage of Piaget's theory of cognitive development a child is in? Well, here we go. Number 1, in the pre-operational stage, children are not able to have any ideas of conservation. They may be working on it, but you can easily trick a kid with a large cup and a small cup. We've all seen videos. It's really cute, but they can't help it. However, once that child starts to understand and be able to do one-to-one counting, that means they're able to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once they're able to do that, that means they now have learned the conservation of numbers. And more than likely, they're moving on to the beginnings of the concrete operational stage. During the concrete operational stage, this is where kids really start to begin to master the concepts of conservation. And you can thank your teachers for doing this. You learn your concepts of conservation in school. If we didn't have school, we actually don't know how long it would take for us to understand the concept of mass, volume, length, and numbers. Once a child has completely gained the knowledge of all the topics of conservation, more than likely, they're moving on to the formal operational stage. However, in order to be in the formal operational stage, you have to be able to think abstractly. And just because a kid is able to do conservation does not mean that they are able to think abstractly. If you have any specific questions about the stages, please leave questions in my comments and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you.